Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is Keith with Less Magic More Gathering, and we're going to do a deck tech here today that I promised you a while back. Here's the original. I'm going to show you the original version of this deck. It was much more mill focused. The whole point of the deck is to use the Haunt of Hightower, make them mill cards, and then Haunt of Hightower gets huge to kill them, not necessarily to mill them. But this version had, Psychic Corrosion and Drowned Secrets, the Wall of Lost Thoughts, the Petitioners. It had a lot more mill in it, and it was too slow. I could not get it to work. So I went to a second version that still has a little bit of mill with, the Wall of Lost Thoughts and Psychic Corrosion, and even Patient Rebuilding. But it's also got a lot more control and survivability, so you can last long enough to get the Haunt of Hightower out there. So we got 4 copies of Fountain of Renewal. We have 4 copies of Wall of Lost Thoughts, and a good play, playing Haunt of Hightower and following that up the next turn with a Wall of Lost Thoughts. It's pretty decent. Makes you smile. You end up with a huge Haunt of Hightower. You've got lifelink on there, so you can get a lot of that life back. It's pretty fun. We got 3 copies of Entrancing Melody, and I've noticed most of the time we're just going to use this in the early game as sort of a control mechanism to make sure we can get to that late game. But in the late game it can also be, huge. So, not bad. Not bad. We got 4 copies of Sailor of Means. This is a means of ramp, and it's also like the Wall of Lost Thought. It has 4 toughness, so it's a good blocker against aggro and some of your other tokens and things like that. We got Psychic Corrosion, 3 copies of this. This is again, and 3 copies of Psychic Corrosion, 2 copies of Patient Rebuilding, and just kind of fuel for the Haunt of Hightower. We got 3 copies of Ravenous Chupacabra, again just kind of a control mechanism so we can keep ourselves alive. Same with Ritual of Soot, which we have 3 copies of, and 3 copies of Vraska's Contempt. Then in our 5-drop spot, we've got 2 Patient Rebuildings that we already talked about a little bit. We've got 2 Rise from the Graves. This can sometimes... I played a game yesterday where I used my Wall of Lost Thoughts to mill myself, and then I lucked into getting a Haunt of Hightower in the graveyard, and then I could use a Rise from the Grave a turn early to get him on the battlefield. So that's an option, or if somebody else has something awesome that you kill, you can steal it from them. Eldest Reborn is another way to get your Haunt of Hightower back if it dies, or take something cool from your opponents. You guys know what that card does. And then the point of the deck, the Haunt of Hightower is the Buy a Box promo for Ravnica Allegiance. It's a 6-drop 3/3 flying and lifelink. It's a vampire too. Whenever the Haunt of Hightower attacks, the defending player discards a card, and whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. So the point of adding the mill in with the Haunt of Hightower is to hopefully make it big enough that you can either kill your opponent or they just know they're going to lose so they concede. So that's that. Let's get over here and we'll take a look at some games. Alright, so I'm not going to run this in ranked. I use the LMMG Gates deck for that, but we're gonna play some just regular old games here. It's amazing how much you run into all the meta decks in unranked play. So we'll keep that. We've got all the lands we need. We've got our couple good blockers. We've got a means of ramp, some removal. Should be fine. Let's go ahead and get this out. We don't have to pay life for it. It drives me crazy. I'm gonna probably do it though. Oh, it's mono green. It's Elf Ball. No, it's probably Merfolk. No, that drives me nuts. When I watch people play and they see the first land come out, assume they know what the deck is. Like a Stompy, but because there was a Gulta in there. Gasbark Twins. This is a ramp. He's gonna ramp up into some big stuff here. Druid of the Cow. So think we're just gonna play our sailor. Maybe next turn we'll steal this root of the cow to ramp ourselves a little bit. Depending on what he plays, we may just kill whatever he plays too if it's super threatening.
What do you think, sailor?
Elf, rejuvenated. So yeah, I think what we'll do, no matter how rude it is steal that root of the cow. Because we know they're trying to ramp in trouble. And we'd rather they not did that. If they're smart, they'll tap it before I take it. Yeah. Probably can't use it for anything. But then I can't either, so. But it has summoning sickness for me when I get it, so he really didn't do anything that slowed me down at all, so. That's a good card. Why don't we steal it? Red? There's red in here too? Alright, we can deal with that. So, we didn't get to see the old vampire. We didn't get to see the haunt of Hightower, but we got to see the deck do its thing. So that's fun. Our other creatures are not very threatening. So, using our opponent's creatures is usually better. Do we risk it? I think we do. We've got all the lands we'll probably ever need. And we've got some of our mill set up here. Hopefully they're playing some kind of Murpho tokens. Man, that looks like... maybe we're on gates, though. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Golgari. Let's go, Gary. Oh, it's Explorer. Hopefully kills that eventually. Good thing is Ritual kill a lot of stuff. Alright, so I want to play Corrosion, but we need a blocker. So we'll play that. Then we'll see what else he plays. If he tries to flood the board here with some Explore creatures, we might Ritual sit. If he doesn't, I think we're gonna need to Ritual sit anyway, just so that the Wild Growth Tracker stops going off. That at least gives us a fresh start. We can go next turn with... What do we do? I think to maximize our card draw, we're going to go Patient Rebuilding. And hopefully, he doesn't drop anything crazy here. Oh, two of them. I think we'll probably go with Patient Rebuilding, and then next turn we'll drop 2 Cyclones. We're gonna move that plan back 1 whole turn. Same thing. Land. So we're gonna move that whole plan, shift it 1 turn. We'll do Patient Rebuilding again, and then the turn after 2-second Corrosions. He may have another one of those in his hands. Didn't give him the option. So now we should be able to start drawing some extra cards. That'll be Wild growth walker. Hopefully, patient rebuilding will trigger off there and get us into some removal. Need to draw an extra card. Lands. Perfect. So we got our mill all set up. What are we gonna do though? It's gonna die a lot, it looks like. So how many cards are there? There are 36 cards. So this looks bad. 10, 14, 13 on board. What? What did he do? Skip his attack phase? Oops. Well, at least I got a 7-9 blocker now. I'm definitely stealing that from him. And I think with our mana we can do Entrancing Melody. Ooh. Ooh. I still think we're gonna go Entrancing Melody for 2. Take his Wild Growth Walker. Make him sacrifice something else. This is just gonna keep us from dying. Would we have died? Would he have been able to kill us? I don't know. He definitely misplayed by not attacking. Oh man, that stinks, dude. Coriander. That stinks. I don't know if we would have died, or not. We were definitely stealing that Wild Growth Walker and Eldest Reborning if they didn't kill us. I don't think they had 17 damage available. It's wins like that that just kind of, I mean, you're glad you get the win because it's not your fault. It's not like you punched a baby or something. And I may have been able to come back from that anyway. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and go through an algorithm and do the math and all that good stuff. What do you do? Oh, man. Do we keep this? Leave a comment down there. Let me know if you'd keep this. I'm going to do it because YOLO and I don't care and it's free play. But I don't think this is typically a keeper hand. We'll draw something, right? Isn't that what you always say? I'll draw something, right? And you never do. You never, ever do. I drew that. So that's the thing, I can play it. You got the lands to play it. Nice. What's he playing? Sphinx of Foresight, Vraska's Contempt. Man, that's fine. Alright, so next turn we've got a Vraska's Contempt. Is this a Dimir control?
Dimir control, body racer, disinformation campaign.
It's not waiting on me, is it? If it is, I don't think we can.
Sinister sabotage.
That's what it's looking like. Except this is different. Maybe it's not. You know, we got counter spells and all kinds of weird stuff going on here. What's he doing? He's keeping up a counter spell. Do we just wait? Wait until he taps out? I'm doing it. I'm not playing shit. No, I can't play anything. I could have played an untapped land to try and play patient rebuilding, but we'll wait him out.
He moidled it! He moidled my wall!
It's funny when a control deck kills your stuff. Now we play ours. 4, 5, 6. playing another mill deck. We have no defense against mill. And we're not like 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we do? We don't care about the... I think we're gonna pass turn. End of their turn, we'll break the Fountain of Renewal to draw a card. We're gonna wait a turn so we can get the Wall of Lost Thoughts countered, and hopefully we'll be able to cast the Haunt of Hightower. Unless he taps out for something, then we'll cast the Haunt of Hightower, followed up by a Wall of Thoughts. Lost Thoughts. Lost Thoughts. What's he doing? I'm freaking out, man. Freaking out, just play it. You're gonna kill my wall again. What a jerk! That jerk killed my wall! What if he had... It doesn't look like he's got any creatures. I don't even know why he's worried about all of them. So... Man. We know there's counter spells up there. Right? So what do we want countered the most? 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what happens here. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we tried. We tried. What do you do? We're still ahead on the mill, 24-30. So if this is the game plan, you know, get a patient rebuilding out there and then counter all my stuff. That's bad. We're gonna win. Draw some. I'm gonna draw more. We have no other play here. Let's get some attack damage on the board. See that counter spell.
I'm trying to fill everything you got. Cause I'm a fucking douche.
Sorry, shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. It's not polite. Is he ahead on the... No, we're still up on the old Millaroo. Yeah. Draw it. I don't know. I don't know if this is he running Psychic Corrosion? Yeah. There's one. Oh, this is so boring. I'm so sorry. I tried. Get some more attack damage on board here. He's at 13 cards. I'm at 18 cards. Let's see what happens. What's it giving me the option to do here? I don't think anything. Sack of treasure. Sack of treasure just in case? There's nothing else I can do, right? No. Slime bind. We're up against a quality deck if we're running into Slime Bind. There's nothing we can do to make that not happen, so... You got it, Captain Kangaroo. Oh, boy. Say love means. I said at the beginning of this, we don't really play any card to prevent ourselves from getting milled or to combat against a mill deck. So what do you do? What do you do? We don't have any enchantment removal. It's not a good matchup. And his deck's fine. I mean, it's just a really bad version of that deck. Much better cards. Let's see if we can get back a Haunt of Hightower. He's probably gonna counter. Counter spell. Yeah. He's at 10. We're at 9. Let's go. Let's go. My viewers ain't got time to wait on you and your bad version of a mill deck. Yeah, beat us, because we're playing a mill deck. We only got 6 creatures, so it's easy to counter all of them. We're not going to put this on Salty in the arena, because we're not really salty. This deck is not super duper competitive. I feel like I was sitting there being really quiet for a long time during that last game and just kind of talking to myself. It's very slow. I apologize for that. We're gonna mulligan this. We're gonna keep it. Significantly worse than the last, but we're gonna keep it because Fountain of Renewal. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not a good opening hand. This is not a good matchup for us. Well, it might not be too bad. We'll see what happens. Target a player, you. Mill your stuff. Ooh, we got rid of one of the... This card hurts us a lot. Yeah, so good thing we got rid of that. That card helps. This is a good card. Especially at uncommon. 4-drop. Creates 2 1/1s. And then all your creatures get haste and +1/+1. Alright, 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 man. What's this? Oh. Oh no. Why would you do that? We clearly don't have anything to play. Enters tapped. So now we're still netting positive life. Because we block the 2, take 1, gain 2. We'll see what's to come. Do we steal this? No, we're gonna steal this one. Oh, block the 2, take 2, gain 2, net 0. Pay 1. Give me that. It's the best play we got. Now we're still able to net 0 as far as our life. Ritual of Six, look at that! 4. We don't want to lose our dude. Ritual of Soot. No, we need to like rut me out. There we go. Okay, what are we contempting? Probably the enemy that Vanguard can't kill. I'll just keep that back, and we've got a block. Take the 2. Uh-oh. Oh, no. It's an heroic reinforcements. Don't do it. Jerk. We'll block those so that they don't get the token. And then that happens.
Here's your intro deck.
Alright, we're still not in a horrible position here. We've gained life. We've got the capability of... Do they have... They don't really have any creature control. Oh boy. What do we do? Aha! This is gonna be my last game. Win, lose, or draw. So... Gaining life every turn. The mill plan. 34. 34. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Let's do this. Alright. We are going somewhere. I'm playing this, I don't care. They're gonna sack this. I'm gonna get back a Wall of Lost Thoughts. Or, I mean, do they have Captivating Crew, maybe? But it takes red to activate. Yeah. Kinjali Sunwing's not bad. 2/3 flyer makes all his stuff come in town. That's probably what I'll do. Oh! Oh, man. Why'd you do that? If you don't have the pump spell, why do you sneak? I don't think I ritual sit here. Because I'm gaining life. Well, I just sacrificed a stinking Fountain of Renewal, so, but I'm still gaining. I feel that. And I'm still fine. Everything's fine, everything's fine. He keeps attacking. I guess you have to keep going. And then he keeps saying nice. Come on, you freaking game.
What are you doing, Seamus?
Alright. Well, it's good we got that out of his hand. Then, instead of like, now. Look, I'm not saying that was stupid, but that was dumb. And you know what? I so don't even give a crap. I'm gonna kill this so he can't continue to gain life. I'll take the 3. I still think it's Sunwing, Kinjali Sunwing. Or do we just go with another? We're on the mill plan. So, we're going to set up a wall he can't penetrate. We're not going to attack, so we can use our Chupacabra to pick off a couple more of his creatures, hopefully. Is that being greedy? Are we being greedy there? Maybe if he swings all out here, I'll just block the Paladin with my Chupacabra. Maybe I won't do that. You know, maybe that'd be a bad play. He's still swinging though, even though I clearly have 0-4s and you have no cards to play. I guess it makes sense to just keep on swinging in. Alright, let's get this out. This is good. This will help us draw cards. Which is what we wanted. And then we want to get up on that vampire and... We get to draw 2 extra cards. Alright, can we do them both? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We sure can. Let's put that out there. Let's take care of this paladin. And he should quit any moment. Although heroic reinforcements would be a good card for him right now. That's bad. Bad. Still swinging. Keep on swinging, Captain Kangaroo. We'll get through one of these days. I don't know if anybody else noticed the just frantic looking around. Now he's checking out the Psychic Corrosion going, oh crap, 11 cards left. Do we Ritual of Soot here? That'll kill everything except the Leonin War Leader. I don't think we do. I don't think we're worried about it. He's not going to hit me for 27. What the heck is that sound? It sounds like a Morse code. Kids' toys. Kids' toys. Alright, we're back. What's he doing? Are we dead? Oh, we gotta end our turn. Psychic Corrosion has the possibility of killing him next turn. We'll see what happens. What do we block here? Let's see. I think we block here. I don't know. I don't know what the right play there is. Knowing that they're only at, what, 10 cards? So our first draw is going to mill them 4. If we can get another 2 land, 2 draw situation, we'll be good to go. Is it me? Damn. Seamus. And he can gain as much life as he pleases. We don't have a... Yeah, he's dead. That's good game, dude. And since it's rude to rub it in, that's the game. We had our Hound of Hightower there. So that was a really good example of what I was talking about when I was doing the deck tech, about it being pretty decent against like aggro and tokens and things like that, because you can get those walls out there early and the Sailor means, and it gives you sort of a defense mechanism. I mean, that was a one land mulligan that I kept, but the walls are so cheap and they're really good blockers, and then the little bit of removal we had there, and we ended up winning off of that mill. No, we didn't get to see the Hound of Hightower do its thing at all. So even though it's supposed to be the center point of the deck, we didn't get to see it do anything. But it's in there as a card. You know, a flying lifelinker that gets huge and can win you some games. But otherwise, there's other opportunities in there for you to win games with it. I think we won 2 out of 3, didn't we? Did we play 3? I don't know. So hopefully you enjoyed the deck. Again, let's pop it back up here. I called it Hightower 2 because this was the kind of a backup to the original that was much more mill focused and didn't work as well. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay, and we'll see you next time. Deuces.